Everyone warned me about them. I didn't listen. I thought love was a shield. Turns out, it's just a target painted on your back. My mother. My father. The unit. The package deal. Growing up, the house smelled like lemon furniture polish and quiet resentment. They didn't scream. They calculated. Silent dinners. Checkbook balancing is foreplay. We're doing this for you, Elias, they'd say. For your future. I believed the marketing. I was the investment portfolio with a pulse. Piano lessons I hated. Tennis camps where I burned. Ivy League applications written in my father's handwriting, signed with my trembling fingers. You're the retirement plan, my mother whispered once, brushing hair off my forehead. Our masterpiece. I was 22 when I signed the first power of attorney. Just a formality. Just in case something happens. I was too busy drowning in student loans and a junior analyst role that required 16-hour days to read the fine print. I saw sun. I didn't see agent. 10 years. 10 years of just handling the bills, sweetie. 10 years of your father's memory is slipping, we need to protect the house. The house. The Victorian on Elm Street. The one with the peeling paint and the furnace that groaned like a dying beast. It was paid off. Worth millions now, thanks to the tech bros moving in next door. I visited last Tuesday. Tuesday. The day the mail comes. Dad was in the recliner. The good chair. Staring at a wall. He didn't know my name. He knew the stock ticker on CNBC. Buy low, Elias. Sell high. Same loop. Same ghost. Mom was in the kitchen. Making tea she never drinks. Humming. Too bright. Too calm. Ma, I said. The quarterly statement for the trust. I need to sign off on the property tax appeal. She froze. The spoon clinked against ceramic. A gunshot in the silence. Oh, honey, she said. Voice like honey over arsenic. We took care of that. Months ago. Took care of what? The appeal. The taxes. The house. I walked in. The air pressure dropped. On the counter, next to the cold tea, sat a thick manila envelope. My name written in my father's shaky scrawl. Elias Legal, my fingers were numb. I opened it. Petition for determination of incapacity. Petition for appointment of guardian. Affidavit of physician. My signature. Forged. Or coerced. Probably coerced. Dad's signature, witnessed by their lawyer. Mr. Henderson. The vulture in the three-piece suit. Mom, I whispered. What is this? Protection, she said. She didn't look at me. She looked at the steam rising from the cup. The doctor. Dr. Aristhorpe, he evaluated your father. Dementia. Advanced. And the stress of the finances, the doctor suggested, strongly suggested, that you were overwhelmed. That you were mismanaging funds. The lie hit me physical. A punch to the solar plexus. I am the trustee. I am the POA. I have the spreadsheets. I have the receipts. I paid for the new roof. I paid for the in-home care. Me. Allegedly, she said. That word. Allegedly, the court date is Friday. Henderson filed ex parte. Emergency guardianship. Professional guardian. Corporate fiduciary. Neutral party. Neutral. A stranger. Paid by the hour to liquidate my inheritance. To sell the Victorian. To warehouse my father in a Medicaid bed with a view of a parking lot. Why? The word cracked. Why would you do this? We are the family. She finally turned. Her eyes were dry. Clear. Terrifyingly lucid. Because you're expensive, Elias. The air left my lungs. Your therapy. Your sabbatical in Costa Rica. The condo in Denver you needed for work. The alimony to that woman. She spat the word. You bleed us dry. Your father and I, we built a fortress. You're just the termite eating the beams. I paid you back. Every cent. With interest. You paid us back. You didn't pay forward. She stepped closer. She smelled like Chanel No. 5 and antiseptic. The trust stipulates health, education, maintenance, and support. Support doesn't mean a lifestyle, son. It means survival. And frankly, you've had enough support. It's time for the principal to be preserved. Preserved. For whom? For Henderson's fees? For the nursing home that costs $12,000 a month? They declared him incompetent, I said, pointing a shaking finger at the recliner. Dad. Not me. Why am I locked out? Because the petition cites undue influence, she said, smooth as marble. Henderson argued that your control over the finances constituted financial exploitation of a vulnerable adult. The judge signed the temporary order this morning. Your accounts are frozen. Your cards are declined. You have no standing. You have no access. You have nothing. She smiled then. A tight, thin line. The winner's smile. Pack your things, Elias. The locks are being changed Friday at noon. Henderson's people will inventory the personal effects. You can take your clothes. Your books. The rest stays. The house stays. The portfolio stays. We stay. She sipped her tea. Pinky out. Go home, honey. Get some rest. You look stressed. I walked out. The screen door slammed. The sound echoed in my ribs. I sat in my rental car. A Honda Civic. Smelled like stale cigarettes and air freshener. My phone buzzed. Card declined, grocery store, card declined, gas station, account frozen, court order #2024 CV 8892, 0. 0. 0. I laughed. A raw, barking sound that scared the pigeons off the telephone wire. They thought they won. They thought the law was a sword they could hire. They forgot who taught me to read the fine print. They forgot who watched them hide cash in the walls, offshore in the Caymans, in the grandkids' trust that only had my name on it for tax purposes. I know where the bodies are buried. I dug the graves. I opened the glove compartment. Burner phone. Prepaid. Cash only. I dialed a number I memorized 15 years ago. Uncle Leo. It's Elias. The trap snapped. Yeah. The full nuclear option. Today. Before Friday. I hung up. Started the engine. I drove past the Victorian. Past the manicured lawn Dad used to measure with a ruler. Past the life I thought was mine. They want a war of attrition? They want to bleed me dry in probate court for 3 years while Henderson charges $600 an hour to manage the decline? Fine. But I'm not the plaintiff anymore. I'm the witness. And I have the original documents. The real will. The one where Dad left everything to the Elias Irrevocable Trust, dated 2012, before the dementia diagnosis, before the POA, before the doctor Mom found on ZocDoc. The one where Mom disclaimed her elective share in writing, notarized, witnessed by my guy. To avoid estate tax. She signed it with a smile. Anything for the masterpiece, darling. She forgot she signed it. Or she thought I forgot. I didn't forget. I scanned it. I backed it up. I sent it to 3 offshore servers and a safety deposit box in Delaware under a shell company I own. They declared Dad incompetent? Good. That voids the new will she had him sign last week. Subscribe to Betrayal and Revenge for more unbelievable stories of betrayal and karma.